Welcome back. When it comes to gender equality, Australia is still lagging behind. Only 16% of our science, technology, engineering and mathematics graduates are female. And women make up only 12% of the field's top income earners. Got a long way to go. Well, today is the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, and to mark the occasion we're joined by Sarah Moran, founder of the Girl Geek Academy, which is a global movement aimed at teaching 1 million females to learn technology by 2025. You're on a mission, aren't you?
I am.
It is so good to see you. What does today mean to you?
Oh, look, to me it's about celebrating women in science, and for me that's all my girlfriends, which is really lovely and good to see. But look, we only have 30% globally of women are science researchers are women, and only 3% of girls in high school are studying ICT globally. So that's a very, very tiny amount of computer scientists that we're growing in the world.
I was thrilled last year when quantum physics professor Michele Simmons was named Australian of the Year, and I interviewed her the next morning after she got the award, and she talked about the importance of female scientists because they bring a different way of thinking, a different perspective to men, and that's only got to be a good thing. Oh,
absolutely. The way that we all solve problems are different, and if it's the same brains in the room all the time, we're only going to solve the same problems. But there's a lot of problems in the world, Georgie, and I tell you what, we need the muscle of all those women's brains out there getting on to solving them.
All right, so how can we inspire young girls who might be watching right now to follow a path in science?
Yeah, look, if you're a parent and you're wondering what you can do, I love parents who do experiments in the home. You know, I mean, at least when I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to make a mess. So now I'm paying back mum by making all the mess in the world.
Because you've got to clean it up.
That's it. That is it. I've learned my lessons. But also, you know, thinking about the toys that we use with our children and the environments that we're bringing them up in, to think and experiment. And it's okay to make mistakes, and making sure that that's really, really clear, because in science, it's all about experiments.
Give us a taste of career opportunities that come with studying STEM subjects.
So what's interesting is a lot of the new jobs that are coming in the future are related to STEM, so science, technology, engineering and maths. For me, I'm obviously very passionate about those who want to study computer science, because as we know, technology is everywhere these days, and no matter what career or what industry you're looking at going in, they're touched by these skills. So, you know, a job or a consideration for what STEM can do, it opens up doors for you in the future.
So what you're saying is you can find a scientific aspect to almost any career.
Oh, absolutely. And even those, you know, I think a lot of people have stereotypes about what they think a scientist looks like. I'm a scientist, look at me. I'm not what you were thinking when you thought of a scientist this morning. But what's really interesting is even people who are great communicators, there is a job for you. There are science communicators in every major university, and most major companies have some sort of science communicator to relate to the public.
What or who inspired you growing up to pursue what you're doing?
For me, I mean, I think it was that I didn't see other women, and I would turn up to the computer room and be the only woman. I was like, well, someone better get started. And so for me, then I found girlfriends, and these days I'm inspired by women in China. There's a beautiful woman called Naomi Wu who is a maker, and so she gets out her laser cutter and she's in her overalls, and I just love women who do things like that.
That is wonderful. Well, as we say, seeing is believing, so there'd be plenty of young women now looking at you and thinking if she can do it and cut her own path in her own way, I can do it too. Well done, Sarah.
Thanks.
Always wonderful to see you.
You too.
She's inspiring, Deb, isn't she? I love her.
Isn't she what? And passionate too. I love it. Good stuff. Thank you.